What is going on, everybody? What is going on? I'm Darian,
Eli.
and we are here with another Silver and Black podcast. We are the hosts, Darian and Eli, and we are here to talk more Raider stuff. And knowing that we did one last week, and it turned out pretty good for the first time,
I,
man.
I was pretty happy how that turned out, man. I think that you and I bring the juice. We play off each other pretty well.
Right, right, and I could absolutely agree there. And it's been a lot of news coming down the pipeline, and within the last week, knowing that this I don't know if y'all saw the video. I did do a video of the whole Derek Carr getting traded to, the Bears. But we're going to get more into that. But make sure y'all follow us on YouTube. We do have a YouTube channel called the Silver and Black Podcast. And we do have an Instagram and a Twitter called the Silver and Black Podcast. So please just go follow us on all those social medias, and we're going to have great content for you today. So, Stefon Diggs. I know we just talked about it before we went on the air, being traded, but I seen something on justblogbaby.com where they think that Stefon Diggs might be getting traded due to the fact that he's unhappy in Minnesota, and they was saying that us here, we do have the draft capital to get him, knowing that he doesn't have a big contract.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard that he's unhappy, and apparently he deleted everything, all his Twitter and everything from the Vikings, which I guess is your sign as a player that you are unhappy with your organization.
Right.
I don't. He's done this pretty much every year. Apparently, every year he's upset. Every offseason there's grumbles. He seems like a malcontent to me, and I don't know. After the whole Antonio Brown scenario last year, I don't feel super comfortable with somebody like Stefon Diggs. But if somebody wants to tell me, hey, Stefon Diggs is a talented wide receiver and one of the top 15 wide receivers in the league, go ahead and sell me on it. I don't think that he is. He's getting paid like one, and he certainly was going to continue to be paid like one. And not only will he have to be paid like a top 15 wide receiver, like you said, the Raiders are going to have to give up draft capital, which is something I don't know that Mike Mayock wants to do right now.
Now, if we could go down and get him for like a later round, not the first round, but like a later round. Now, I can see that knowing that we got 3 third-round picks, I can see him getting him, or if not, I think we should still go out and get, if not Diggs, I think we should still go out and get a veteran receiver, knowing that we have all these young receivers and we don't have no real veteran. Knowing Tyrell Williams is kind of considered a veteran, but he was considered a number 2 receiver.
Yeah,
So,
of course. And, like we said before, they have a need at wide receiver more than just one position. Mm-hmm. So you can go ahead and still use your first round draft pick on a wide receiver. I do agree. I think they're going to have to go ahead and pick somebody up via free agency. The draft capital in return, I think, is the one thing that's going to make Mike Mayock and Gruden pause.
right.
We have said many times and will continue to say until after this next draft, Mike Mayock destroyed that last draft. He killed it. And if he can do something very similar to this one, man, those picks, even the third-round picks, those are going to be very, very helpful, to have in hand. And if you can get somebody like an Emmanuel Sanders, who's going to be making just probably a little bit less money than Stefon Diggs. I mean, I think I looked up, and Stefon Diggs is around the 15 million mark, 14 million mark cap hit. Whereas somebody like Emmanuel Sanders in the latter end of their career, a little bit older, he's probably looking at something closer to 11 or something.
Or probably like a 10 or 8, depending on the guarantee money.
Exactly. And so already you're looking at then a rookie contract, which is, I don't know what the max is for rookie contract, but I think Cleveland Farrell's cap hit his first year was like 6 million or 5.5 or something. So you're looking at something similar to that.
Right.
So already you're looking at 2 impact wide receivers for the price of Stefon Diggs cap wise. And then you're also losing an asset. I don't see it being worth it to me.
Okay, so that's there you have it. It's just really plain and simple. I mean, don't get me wrong, Stefon Diggs' talent is awesome. He's great, and I feel like the reason why he's unhappy because of he has Adam Thielen on the opposite side where Kirk Cousins targeted him more. So I feel like he could be a number one receiver in this league, but for the Raiders right now, I would love to see it, but it's just not going to happen according to what Eli says here. So any
I mean, I don't know. And I mean, what is your opinion on him? Do you think he's a top 10 wide receiver in the NFL right now?
I don't think he's a top 10 wide receiver, but I think he can be a top wide receiver in the NFL if he's given the chance.
Mm-hmm. He's certainly better than anybody the Raiders have on their roster last year
right.
or currently.
Right. And I feel like Adam Thielen and having Kyle Rudolph and then Dalvin Cook at Minnesota, he really doesn't get the touches. So it really hurts his ability to show what he can do, knowing that Kirk Cousins' buddy is Adam Thielen. So just I would like to see it, but do I say keep it for longevity? No. I think to help and mold the receivers on a veteran end, yes, but the question is his leadership. We don't know his leadership like Emmanuel Sanders did in San Francisco. So it's like give and take. So it's like up and down for me.
He certainly doesn't seem like a leader. I mean, again, every single offseason you read about him being, upset about whether the offense was run correctly or, anything like that. I don't see him being a team leader. I don't see him being a presence for a rookie wide receiver that you would bring in and then, have him mentor. I don't really see him personally like that, but again, he's talented. There's a couple more talented wide receivers, not just Emmanuel Sanders. AJ Green is another one that's going to be probably making as much money. It's all about, hey, do you think Stefon Diggs is that much better to give up the draft capital to get him and not just pay similar money for an AJ Green or a Robbie Anderson, which I don't want to.
I really don't want Robbie Anderson because I don't think Robbie Anderson is a number one receiver in this league. I just don't think he is. AJ Green, yes, but my question with AJ Green is, can he stay on the field? Now, if we're going to pay him money in free agency, is he going to play at least 10 games? That's my only issue.
I know. I mean, and that's the rolling the dice, baby. We're in Vegas,
Yeah, we are. Yeah, that's true. We are in Vegas, but let us know what you think about. Should we go out and get Stefon Diggs, AJ Green, any wide receiver you put in the comments below? Let us know what you think about it.